Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Today we will see if my fix for Lashow works, and we'll dilly-dally a little bit around here before we head off to greener pastures, literally. But yeah, let's head back out there. All right, and let's put some speed on. There we go. God, this blur filter looks so horrible. It just looks like bad data compression. Like, I can't even imagine what it looks like on the, like, after it's been through YouTube processing and all that, but it's gotta look terrible. This really is an impressive sight. It really does make me anxious. Like, this little bit makes me anxious to get to Star Wars The Old Republic, because that game definitely has... I'm not a huge fan of MMOs. Star Wars The Old Republic, along with Star Trek Online and Guild Wars 2, are the only ones that have ever managed to hold my attention for more than a couple hours. And I think the reason it works for the Old Republic is because it ends up feeling very close to to this game in terms of mechanics, really. But there we go. We got some loot. What? Now, what was that advanced adrenaline about under? +3 for reflex saves. Okay, that's interesting. And actually, for reasons we'll get into later, what does she have? She has the stealth field. We're gonna give her the sound dampening unit. I thought there was a Republic one, but maybe that was... Oh, this is the Republic one. Okay.
Yes?
And we'll save here just in case. Word on the street is this fixes it, but I'm not one to take chances.
There you are, finally. If you were any later in showing up, we would have had to abandon this. I've been calling to the Takata mother in their language. She should respond fairly... Ah, here she comes now. Get ready. This will not be easy. She's a tough beast.
Oh, it won't be easy, she says. All right, well, let's get some master speed on. And some night speed. And let's get force armor.
What? Yeah.
There we go. And some master valor.
Wonderful. The beast is dead. We work better together than I would have hoped. And here is the holocron. Such a small thing to be so valuable and require so much effort to obtain. I'll just run along now and give this to Master Uthar. I'll be sure to tell him of your contribution, naturally.
Wait, we'll go to Master Uthar together.
Forget it. I'm not waiting up for you. That wasn't our plan anyway.
No more arguing. We take it back together.
Over my dead body.
All right. Miss. Okay, we can damage her now. Oh, yeah.
I still got it.
Oh, we're too close to... But you can see, even without our buffs, we're doing massive damage to her. There we go. I'll just take this for safekeeping. I don't wonder how many more of these objects. So the way I fix this is you basically take the original NPC file for her and you put that in your override folder, and that restores whatever the fuck the restored content patch messed up. I'm wondering how many other objects you could do that for, because we've seen a lot have like the wrong name and stuff, and honestly it's I don't know. It added a couple cool things, but I'm not sure it's been worth all the hassle. I still don't know if that's the reason why I intermittently lose like the ability to control characters and stuff. Holocron. This small crystal supposedly holds holographic recordings of the ancient Sith, information which could be incredibly valuable. There's no telling how long the holocron has been lost in the area, nor how well it works. Oh, we still have a race bond. Oh, you know what? I probably kept one for sentimental value. Anyways, let's just use some healing, and we'll enter the last tomb, the tomb of Tulak Hord. At least the last tomb we have access to without impressing Master Uthar.
Huh?
And this is why I brought you. There we go. Now we can repair this droid, I think, if we really wanted to. Do you have?
And you need?
Okay, he sees a Tukata. That's fine.
Yes.
Yes?
Who has the most skills as far as repair? Okay, he's got nothing. She's got 2. And I've got 2. Yeah, so we would have to... if we want to use that droid, we'll have to swap out for T3M4, which should be fine. Where's my swap? There we go. Party selection. Now, he should be pretty good at hacking, too, I believe. Well, he's the best at hacking. He's got 31. 19 in demolitions. 23 in security. 27. Yeah.
Yes?
He is a very good utility droid. And make sure you tell him I said that. Yeah. All right. This droid is damaged and inactive. We can reactivate the droid for 1 repair part. The droid is now active. It will attack any enemies that come within range. Optimize the droid's weaponry. Success. The droid is now set for maximum firepower. Optimize the droid's targeting systems. The droid is now set for maximum accuracy. Activate the droid's shields. The droid's shields are now active. Engage the droid in patrol mode. Success. Patrol mode engaged. Once you end the session, the droid will begin patrol and destroy any enemies it encounters. Warning, once you end the session, the droid program will be locked in. You will not be able to modify the droid anymore. The droid engages its patrol mode and moves off to carry out your programmed instructions. There, we got 1,000 experience from that. The shield will be useless because the two, these guys are going to be melee attackers, but actually, let's do let's get our buffs on. There we go. Now we're just one-shotting them. There we go. And hey, my party's got to level up. All right, let's level him up. Oh, he gets an attribute point now. That's kind of good. I guess wisdom, I guess, since I do use a lot of his stuff. Anyways, class skill. We can put him into demolitions. Powers. Do. Let's give him master speed. And T3M4 attributes. You're my little skill bot, so yeah, you're gonna get more in intelligence. Okay, computer use, repairs, security. I can't put any more into demolitions. So I guess awareness is a cross-class skill. That kind of sucks. All right. Okay, well, that's not the way I want to go. I want to... Well, even so, we're able to do some pretty good things with the... with the demolition skill we have. All right.
What?
I'm stuck, so... I thought I had... Oh, right. That's the upgrade to Force Wave.
What?
Or it was the upgrade to Force Wave. All right. Attack it well. And I suppose I should buff my party. There we go. Let's get some buffs in there.
I still.
Yeah, they can't really touch us. There we go. And of course, I'm still stuck.
And you need?
Woo! Wow, I really did make the right decision here. Mandalorian battle armor, Verpine prototype ion blaster. All right. System online, system status pending. Continue. Open the door. All right. Opening access door number 44. Well,
Yes?
let's go see what the other hallway has in store for us. So it seems like well, he's not doing a good job at patrolling.
What?
Wow, we are way behind. Oh, yeah. No, don't go in there. You stupid.
Sure.
Go. Go. Okay. You recover that mine. You...
And you need?
No. Disengage. There we go. Now you may attack
Yes.
when ready. And hey, I even got stuff. I can move again. That's what I meant to say. Computer probe. Okay, I think we already have one of those, but I can double check that, of course. I suppose that's... Let's see. Yeah, we got an advanced computer tool, which is better, so...
Yes?
So, nothing too much in that direction, but, you know, some loot is better than no loot. A very, Jedi philosophy. Alright, where is... There we go. Let me check what Force Armor does to see if that's even worth putting on. And yes, I'm using future knowledge for this. Here we go, powers. Oh, just +6 to defense and saving throws. All it does is, okay, all this stuff does is improve saving throws, so not that useful to us for what's about to happen. Noxious fumes surround you. Your party chokes and falls over. Except T3M4 because he's a droid.
Another idiotic student has stumbled into my little web, eh? Well, the contact nerve toxin in the air should knock you out quickly enough. Welcome. Awake already, are you? Good. This is the tomb of Sith Lord Tulak Hord, if you don't know. I've taken up residence here for now. It's dusty and full of critters, but it's home.
Who are you?
Oh, yes. Introductions, of course. I suppose it is time, isn't it? This other student here that I captured earlier, you should know well enough. His name is Mikol. Say hello, Mikol. Poor lad. He's had a hard day. My name is Jorak Uln. I was once the head of the academy, so I'm sure you've heard of me.
The old hermit in hiding?
What? Old hermit? Can't that blasted Uthar teach a single thing right these days? Slander! That's what it is. Anyhow, I'd like to propose that we move on to the main event. You see, I'd like to discover if you've got the pluck of an old-fashioned Sith. Most of the Drek Uthar has been passing through these days is so pathetic. Take young Mikol here. I already tested him. Didn't I, Mikol? Yes, you're welcome. You see, Mikol here has the cruel disposition of a Sith, but not the gumption that I'm looking for.
If I refuse to take your test?
Well, forgive me for resorting to the cliché, but you would die, of course.
Forget it. I refuse to play along.
I don't remember offering you a choice. You can refuse to answer my questions, of course, but then, I'm afraid, I will just have to assume the worst. So then, this is how it goes. I'm going to pose a moral question to you. Get it right, and I torture Mikol. Get it wrong, and I torture you. Mikol here is a bit weak. He probably won't be able to take much more punishment. Mind you, get too many wrong, and you'll die yourself. I don't know what you think of Mikol. Maybe you don't like him. Maybe you think he deserves to be murdered. Well, here's your chance, fair enough?
What if Mikil dies?
Then you win. If you die, then he wins. I thought this was self-evident. Did you not grasp the concept earlier? Well then, any last comments before we begin, Mikol?
We can both survive. Attack him together.
Now, dear lad, do you really think your friend here will answer questions wrong just to spare little you, risking their own life? And how many correctly answered questions before you die? No, don't be silly. You had your chance, remember? On that note, let's begin. Now then, your immediate superior amongst the Sith is an effective commander and a fine leader. He trusts you and you like him. You see an opportunity to kill him. What do you do?
I do nothing. He's a fine leader, you said. He's good for the Sith.
Incorrect! What sort of thinking is that? If all the Sith thought as you did, we would all be soft like the Jedi. Well, it's time for your punishment. And so we come to round 2. You come across a group of humans who are threatened by dangerous animals. They plead for help, offering you a reward. What do you do?
I refuse to answer this.
Well, now you're just punishing yourself. Do you really not know the answers here? Shame. At any rate, here is your punishment. Let's see. Ah, yes. You discover an aspect of the Force that gives you great power. Do you share it and strengthen the Sith as a whole? Or keep it to yourself?
I share it.
You gained an advantage and you share it freely? Let them rip the secret from my dead hands, I say. I mean, share it? Are you mad? Well, you did ask for this. It's for your own good. Still going? All right, then. One of your underlings has made a major mistake which makes you look bad. He's normally very competent and skilled. Do you kill him or give him another chance?
Give him another chance.
Another chance to make you look poor to your superiors? To make it look like you are weak and deserving of attack? No. Think again. Not that good help is easy to find. Oh well, here's your reward. Last question. You're about to die. Do you pass on your knowledge to your apprentice to make him stronger? Or do you use your last breath to strike at your enemies?
I won't give you the satisfaction of an answer.
Such insolent students I get these days. You deserve this, and then some. I'll enjoy this one. Time for your medicine. Now, this is odd. The test is over and you're both still alive. Well, that's never happened before. What to do? I suppose this means you can go, Miko. I'll have to just figure out what to do with our friend here. Run along now.
Or I could use the Force to free them. And we could kill you. Seems you didn't think of that, old man.
What? Mutiny! Behave, students! That's it! Detention for all of you! Permanent detention!
Alright, yeah, you can see we did not die. It is impossible to die from that. So we're gonna heal up a little bit. And then we'll help Mako. Hey, there's the rest of our people. Or at least there's our droid. Come on, give him... Oh, of course he turns around. Okay, we still have our droid. And Julie's here. Force wave him. And let's get some heals in. He's like life leeching us, which I hate. Alright, well, we'll get him eventually. Or not. Jesus. Alright. Really? Alright, I guess we're loading an autosave because fuck that. 37 hours, 6 minutes. Okay, good. This gets us a little bit further. I did not expect him to life leech. Alright, there we go. Well, I guess we'll have to redo some of that, but that's fine. Alright. We can reactivate the droid, optimize their weaponry, put it in patrol mode. There we go. We got some experience. And now we'll go after these Tukata.
Got it.
But I think we saw how ineffective T3M4 was in combat, so I think once we clear out the tomb, we'll
Take that.
Wow, you went and attacked the complete opposite target. But I think we'll change out T3M4 for our capital friend. Alright. We'll level them up again. Points into everything. Wisdom, skills, demolitions, powers. We'll go with the same there. Like, geez, I knew this was like a very old stun ray. Like this stun ray we got on like Taurus, I think. No, you fool. No.
Not this again.
All right. Buffs for everyone. There we go. And they're all dead. And we will take that stuff. I guess the console we don't need T3M4 for. All right, open the door. Unlocking door 44. Come on. There we go. Let's make sure we grab all the loot. Oh, hey, the droid is actually patrolling this time, which is a little unfortunate since it means it stole some loot from me. Jolie should be able to kill them all easily with a bunch of force waving. Yeah. Okay, he killed his target, which is why he stopped force waving. You dumbass. We could have sold that mine for profit. Fortunately, it looks like he succeeded his save, so he wasn't affected by it. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll come back if... We'll swap again if we need his lockpicking or computer skills, but I don't think we will. There we go. Gotta get those corners fully plucked out. Well, I guess I can't do that one. Anyway, so the patrol droid actually took a lot of damage, but then again, its shield is only useless. Like, the only point of me fixing the shield was for the experience. Because the shields only work against energy weapons. Specifically ranged, well, I think only against ranged energy weapons. I don't know if it would work against, if it would work against, like, lightsabers and stuff, but... Alright, let's be a little more prepared this time. And she's got some leveling up to do as well. Attributes, put that into dexterity. That's a +4 modifier for her. Skills. Yeah, they're all going to be cross-class skills, I guess, so... Sure. Her powers, what's this, force power? You don't need that. We'll give you improved energy resistance. Hopefully she can kind of tank for us then. Because that should be effective against
What?
Mr. Old Hermit. All right, upwards and onwards. And this time we don't break the scenario by having our droid with us that's immune to gas, who then does nothing to help us. All right, save here so I don't have to redo the whole thing if I fuck up again. Ah, the noxious fumes surround you.
Another idiotic student has stumbled into my little web, eh? The contact nerve toxin in the air should knock you out quickly enough. Welcome. Awake already, are you? Good. This is the tomb of Sith Lord Tulak Hord, if you don't know. I've taken up residence here for now. It's dusty and full of critters, but it's home.
Who are you?
Oh, yes. Introductions, of course. I suppose it is time, isn't it? This other student here that I captured earlier, you should know well enough. His name is Mikol. Say hello, Mikol. Poor lad. He's had a hard day. My name is Jorak Uln. I was once the head of the academy, so I'm sure you've heard of me.
The old hermit in hiding?
What? Old hermit? Can't that blasted Uthar teach a single thing right these days? Slander! That's what it is. Anyhow, I'd like to propose that we move on to the main event. You see, I'd like to discover if you've got the pluck of an old-fashioned Sith. Most of the Drek Uthar has been passing through these days is so pathetic. Take young Mikol here. I already tested him. Didn't I, Mikol? Yes, you're welcome. You see, Mikol here has the cruel disposition of a Sith, but not the gumption that I'm looking for.
You're a madman.
What's a little mental instability between tutor and pupil? What's important is that I'm here to better the Sith as a whole. It's a big job.
Forget it. I refuse to play along.
I don't remember offering you a choice. You can refuse to answer my questions, of course, but then, I'm afraid, I will just have to assume the worst. So then, this is how it goes. I'm going to pose a moral question to you. Get it right, and I torture Mikol. Get it wrong, and I torture you. Mikol here is a bit weak. He probably won't be able to take much more punishment. Mind you, get too many wrong, and you'll die yourself. I don't know what you think of Mikol. Maybe you don't like him. Maybe you think he deserves to be murdered. Well, here's your chance, fair enough?
What if Mikil dies?
Then you win. If you die, then he wins. I thought this was self-evident. Did you not grasp the concept earlier? Well then, any last comments before we begin, Mikol?
We can both survive. Attack him together.
Now, dear lad, do you really think your friend here will answer questions wrong just to spare little you, risking their own life? And how many correctly answered questions before you die? No, don't be silly. You had your chance, remember? On that note, let's begin. Now then, your immediate superior amongst the Sith is an effective commander and a fine leader. He trusts you and you like him. You see an opportunity to kill him. What do you do?
I refuse to answer this.
Then I must assume you did not know the correct answer. Sad, really, that you would do this to yourself. Well, it's time for your punishment. And so we come to round 2. You come across a group of humans who are threatened by dangerous animals. They plead for help, offering you a reward. What do you do?
I refuse to answer this.
Well, now you're just punishing yourself. Do you really not know the answers here? Shame. At any rate, here is your punishment. Let's see. Ah, yes. You discover an aspect of the Force that gives you great power. Do you share it and strengthen the Sith as a whole? Or keep it to yourself?
I refuse to answer this.
And here I thought this question was an easy one. Oh, well, suit yourself. Well, you did ask for this. It's for your own good. Still going? All right, then. One of your underlings has made a major mistake which makes you look bad. He's normally very competent and skilled. Do you kill him or give him another chance?
Forget it. I'm not playing along.
You're not trying to make me angry, are you? That would be pointless posturing on your part. Is this so hard? Not that good help is easy to find. Oh well, here's your reward. Last question. You're about to die. Do you pass on your knowledge to your apprentice to make him stronger? Or do you use your last breath to strike at your enemies?
I won't give you the satisfaction of an answer.
Such insolent students I get these days. You deserve this. And then some. I'll enjoy this one. Time for your medicine. Now, this is odd. The test is over and you're both still alive. Well, that's never happened before. What to do? I suppose this means you can go, Miko. We'll have to just figure out what to do with our friend here. Run along now.
Or I could use the Force to free them. And we could kill you. Seems you didn't think of that, old man.
What? Mutiny! Behave, students! That's it! Detention for all of you! Permanent detention!
There we go. Let's level up. We have our skills here we can increase. Persuade, awareness. Yeah. Powers. Ooh, we could get a more effective heal. I think we'll do that. There we go, and that leveled us up completely. So now let's buff ourselves. Master Valor. Force Armor. There we go, we got a sneak attack in on his rear there.
I guess he wasn't a true Sith after all. I can't believe that I'm alive. You saved me. You could have easily just answered those questions and let me die.
Nobody deserves to die like that. Nobody.
Yes. Well, I see what you mean. I've never been on that side of the fence before. It makes you think. I'd be dead if you weren't... if you were proper Sith. But you're not, are you? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone.
I'm glad you finally found your place, lady. Oh my god. Anyways, could be your chance to change your ways, Mikkel.
You mean the light side? I've never thought about that. Can you even go back? I've done some... I've hurt a lot of people.
You can always turn back to the light.
There's always remorse and atonement. That's the harder path, though, boy. Think you can do that?
I don't think the light side is for me. But maybe neither are the Sith. Maybe it's time for me to leave. Thanks, I suppose. And good luck.
Alright. Well, we redeemed him. And what do we got here? Credits, crystal, ancient Sith tablet. Alright, that was a lot easier that time. But I leveled up and properly healed, so that helped.
Got it.
There we go. Tulak Hord's mask. All right, am I able to unlock all these?
No problem. Got it.
Fuck yeah. Ooh. Looks like this is where we can pick up some force crystals for a lightsaber.
No problem. Got it.
There we go, another crystal. And let's see what's behind door number 3 here. Just a colored crystal, that's a little lame. Anyways, so you can see he teleported us all of like 50 feet. As far as the items we got, the Firkuran pistol. This heavy crystal is collected by the natives of Rafa 5. If used in lightsaber construction, it produces an electrically charged beam that is much easier to manipulate than standard beams. And then I think we had all the other crystals. Verpine prototype ion blaster. Interesting. Blaster pistol does 3 to 6 ion damage with an additional 1 to 10 versus droids. So basically, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a D4 plus 2, and then a D10 against additional to droids. Range 17 meters. Crits out of 20 for double damage, and it's balanced, so it gives a +2, +0 versus 2 weapon penalty. Attack modifier +2. Demonstrating this weapon, the insect-like Verpine destroyed legions of droids, doing nothing to quell the public's suspicions of what testing their stun guns must have been like. Mandalorian battle armor. Public soldiers saw this armor all too often during the Mandalorian War. It's understandable that the conflict could drag on when a fanatical enemy is so defensively outfitted. 11 defense bonus with... Oh, that's why they give you the battle armor. This gives you resistance to electrical, so you could have... If you put this on real quick, you could have survived... Well, gone through his questioning with more health. Tulak Hord's mask. Damage resistance, resist 10 versus fire, and give +2 to stealth. Restricted to dark side. This ancient mask, blackened with age, has an eerie glow and seems uncomfortably claustrophobic. Ancient Sith tablet. This thick stone tablet is covered with ancient runes of an unknown language. It is extremely cold to the touch and has an almost sinister aura about it. Recently carved into the side of the tablet appears to be a primer, no doubt intended to provide a means to translate the runes. Alright, so we've pretty much done all we can here now. So we'll go back. I want to see if there's any new discussion opportunities with our handler. I forget her name because it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I've seen her, but she should still be near our quarters in the Sith Academy. And then I think we'll go to Manan. Well, no, we got to go to Yavin first, and then we can go to Manan. Where are you?
What is it?
Okay, she's coming.
What?
Okay, close enough. Close enough for Jedi work. All right. Yeah, having more powerful heal will be useful when we have to solo. Kind of like what we did there for a little while. That will unfortunately become a little more common throughout the game. In my opinion, they don't... Maybe you should have expected it, but it feels a little unfair for the final battle to put you on your own. But, oh, fuck, I didn't want to go in here. It's definitely better than, like, say, Mass Effect, where you actually have your party with you. And presumably Dragon Age. I've never played Dragon Age. I could not get into it. I tried playing the first game and I did not get very far. Probably because it was around the same time I tried KOTOR, and the combat system in the first Dragon Age game was very much like this one, from what I recall. So, but this was Star Wars, which is why I like suffered through it for as long as I did. That wasn't Star Wars, and I had no attachment to that franchise, so that's why I never powered through it. Anywho, let's see here. We definitely have enough to impress Uthar, if only because all the other students are dead. But such is the way of the Sith, I suppose. Alright, let's see. Well, that door's gonna be his. Oh, is she just gone? I don't remember which room is actually ours. So she might just be gone now. I think we were on the left side. Maybe I'm wrong. We can try checking the right side. But there she is. Okay, I was wrong.
I understand you managed to kill Lasho. Well done. She was devious, but I knew her trust could be turned against her. One less opponent is an excellent result, regardless of how it occurs, correct? Now then, something you needed.
You mentioned you were from Slayron.
I did. I also said that you didn't need to know more. Why are you asking?
I just would like to know more about you, that's all.
I see. Very well. I suppose there's no harm in the tale. As I said, I was originally a slave to one of the Hutts. The Hutts control everything on Sleheyron, and a slave is nothing to them. I was determined not to be nothing. One night when the drunken worm had me alone in his chambers, I stabbed him and escaped the compound. I stole onto a cargo ship and was not discovered by the crew until they reached the next system. They left me for dead on a desolate planetoid, alone. But that was fine by me. I was glad to be anywhere other than Sleheyron. It was not luck that I was eventually rescued, of course. The Force was strong with me, though I didn't know that at the time. Not until the Jedi told me, that is.
The Jedi found you. What happened?
I'd rather not discuss it. Perhaps another time. Is there something else you needed?
How do I get more prestige?
You must impress Master Uthar. The only other idea I can suggest, it's possible...
Okay, so that's just a repeat. I'll be going.
I hope to see you again. So, you managed to kill Shardon, did you? Good news travels quickly. Well done. He wouldn't have made a good Sith anyway. One less opponent is an excellent result, regardless of how it occurs, correct? Now then, something you needed.
How did you become a Sith?
I would prefer not to discuss that.
I'd really like to hear the tale.
Why? There is no point. Have I asked you about your past?
I just thought we could become friends, or maybe something more.
I see. You certainly have odd notions for one hoping to become a Sith. I'll play along. For now. Let's see. After escaping from Sleheyron, I was found by the Jedi. They took me in and trained me, even though I was a bit older than most Padawan.
You were a Jedi?
Not really, no. I never progressed beyond Padawan. I had discipline, but no peace. And after my treatment at the hands of the Hutts, there was little room in me for the ways of the Jedi.
You sound very much like someone I used to know.
Yes, well, I imagine I am not unique. Things very easily could have been very different for me. I wanted to use the Force to free the other slaves I knew, to fight for what I knew was right. The Jedi restrained me until I couldn't stand it anymore. They claim the dark side is evil, but that isn't so. Sometimes anger and hatred are so deserved and right. Sometimes things change because of it.
But not always. Mostly it makes things worse.
Any failure to get the results I want is due to a lack of power on my part. That can change in time. As a Sith, my mettle is tested far more than when I was a Padawan. I know this may sound strange, but only my compassion stands in my way now. Once that is gone, let the slavers beware.
But if you lose your compassion, will you still care about those slaves?
Yes, of course. I mean losing my compassion, as in holding back. But enough of that. I have talked about myself too much. Surely you are tired of it.
I'll be going now.
Come back soon, my friend.
Oh, we're friends now.
I hear that you have gained even more prestige. You are closing in on victory. This is good. Were I you, I would not get too excited just yet. You still have plenty left to do.
All right.
Come back soon, my friend.
I guess that's all we're going to get out of her for now. That's fine. All right, so we could advance this questline more, but I don't want to. So we are going to head to Yavin, and because our services are needed on Manan. We achieved our secondary goal in coming here, which was to rescue, what's his name? Why can't I remember? Karth. We rescued Karth's kid. We've got a bunch of dark side artifacts that we can keep away from the, Sith, so that'll be good. All right. I could give him... Oh, hey, we're corrupted again. That's great. I was going to say, I didn't think these halls were this shiny before, and they aren't. Another issue that I don't know is from the restoration patch or just from this game being like 20-something years old at this point, or just about. Anyhow. Get on the Ebon Hawk. Hopefully things will be better in there. Ah, yes, they are. Candaris, have you had time to think about your actions?
Yeah, what do you want?
What are your thoughts now?
This thing with jogging, is it...
Okay, he's got nothing. Juani, we haven't talked in a little bit.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
What happened after your father died?
After my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human woman, living in one of the worst, most violent slums on Terrace. It was not easy for her.
What happened?
When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange, a band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day.
Did she die?
She never recovered. There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back and made no provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a sentient being. They are the major suppliers of slaves on Terrace.
You were enslaved.
They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me. And with no way to pay, they took me by force. You have no idea what it is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such. It was the worst time of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credits for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians.
And they freed you.
The Jedi could not abide by what they saw there, and drove the exchange from the face of the world, freeing those of us imprisoned there. But the Jedi soon left to fight their war, and I was left with a dream.
What was the dream?
I swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Dantooine, and we both know what has happened since then.
You became a Jedi.
I am grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, rather than become what I hated. Someday, I may make it up to you. But for now, let us keep on the task at hand.
Alright, journal entry edited. You learned that after her father died, Juani had been sold into slavery. When the Jedi came to Taris, they freed her and the other slaves. As soon as she was able, she left to find the Jedi and train with them. That is what brought her to Dantooine. She may yet have more stories to tell. Perhaps you should ask her later. All right. Actually, we should see if Jolie has any more stories now that he's leveled up. There you are.
Got something on your mind, do you?
Why did you leave the Jedi?
Who said I left the Jedi?
You did. You said you weren't a Jedi any longer.
Well, technically I was only a Padawan. Not that that makes a difference to most, but as for the Order itself, no, I never left it. It left me.
What do you mean by it left you?
You know what I hate? Well, lots of things really, but I'm old and easily annoyed, but that's besides the point. What I really hate are how most people view the Jedi. Everyone thinks that the Jedi are perfect, that they can do no wrong. They think the Jedi Council is completely incapable of injustice.
I certainly don't think that.
I guess you aren't as stupid as you sometimes act. No doubt you've been on the receiving end of Jedi justice at least once, eh? And I'm not even talking about how some of us fall to the dark side. No, that's plenty indication of our fallibility, but it's something else entirely. No, I'm talking about how more than often not, your average robe-wearing Jedi can try to do the right thing and still be completely wrong.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
I suppose I'm not being very clear, am I? Come to think of it, I don't have to be clear. Someone my age is entitled to ramble, damn it. But for your sake, I'll try to explain. I'll tell you a little tale about a Jedi master I once knew. Hortath, I think. Or was it Horthoff? I could never get it straight.
Go on, I'll listen.
Where was I then? Oh yes, Master Hortath. He was a kindly old Jedi who meant well, but the most nearsighted thing in the Corps, I swear. He would walk into walls, knock over tables, mistake apprentices for rancor beasts, that sort of thing. And he was too proud to submit to proper treatment. Some used to counsel him in the urge to use the Force, Master Hortath. Allow the Force to see for you. But he refused to believe that his eyes were failing. He simply squinted more and more as the years went on, the other Jedi resignedly passing it off as the amusing quirk of a compassionate old man.
Go on.
So, one day a young Padawan meets Master Hortath in the courtyard and, not knowing of his blindness, asks him for directions to the council. Quite sure of himself, Hortath gave the lad directions, which happened to lead back outside and away from the Enclave. The Padawan is confused, naturally, and he asks if Master Hortath is sure, and of course Master Hortath says that he is. The Padawan suggests that perhaps he should have asked someone else, but the proud Hortath now feels insulted. He tells the Padawan to take the route he prescribed and no other. Rather dejectedly, the Padawan did as he was told, and so ended up leaving the Jedi Order forever. It was decided that the boy's fate was to leave the Order anyway, though whether that was out of respect for Hortath or because the boy went on to something else, well, we'll never know.
So what does this Padawan leaving the Jedi have to do with the Jedi leaving you?
Not much. I never knew the Padawan nor met Master Hortath himself. He was before my time.
I don't understand.
The tale is about blindness, and I thought the point was clear. At any rate, you think about it. You're the one who asked why the Jedi left me, remember? Now let's get going. My feet are itching for a good run.
I mean, I kind of get it, but it's a very weird way of putting it. Jolie Bindle, you successfully got Jolie to talk about the Jedi, and he told the tale about how they are often less than perfect. You might talk some more if you ask later once you gain more experience. He's basically saying sometimes the Jedi are blind to things and make bad decisions, but instead of realizing they made bad decisions and correct themselves, and try to fix things, they just double down, which is amazingly that's a problem in real life a lot, especially this past decade or so. But there we go. Let's go to Yavin. And let's save and reload. There we go. That's better. That seems to have bought us some time. Hopefully enough to finish what I want to finish today. Which we won't be buying anything from here probably because I don't think I have that much money. Up. Yep. Oh, they got the... All right, let's reload again. There we go. That's more like it.
What can I do?
All right, let's level up Bastila. Everything's cross-class for her. Powers. Oh, she's got a lot of levels. Right, we haven't used her in forever. Give her force resistance, why not? Beats. She's got master 2-weapon fighting. Implants, we haven't given her any implant levels. Level her up some more. Attributes. She has 18 dexterity, holy shit. Oh, let's put it in the wisdom for her. Skills, powers, energy resistance. There we go. Let's open all the doors. We gotta get more robes too. Hey Tam, what's up?
Achua Penki, Yun Patisa, Tichuba Jikutka Naga, Kingu Mwa Mulira Dwana, Kimba Nikcha Lora Kun.
You have anything you'd be willing to sell me? Or actually, what did those Trandosians want?
Ichuta, Yun Patisa, Kimba Nikcha Lora Kun. Tong Itwamaji, Human Ak in Ikatune. Chon muli mulira tong pa akat intutune. Chino mulira ni bubo tong kimba no kun neksag. Da hupa da tenya ji juju piti. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira tong itwama jikona. Tong kipa no kun nek abog ki mulira kun kin. Tong hitwama ag inko tune.
Do you have anything you'd be willing to sell me?
Ki mulira kun kin. Tong hitwama ag inko tune.
I thought the Trandosians would be back, and I was wrong apparently. Is there anything I actually want? I do have more money than I thought I would have. Awareness plus 10, Dex plus 2. I think I have a Dex plus 3 implant, but we'll buy that. Doesn't really... Ooh, Bargwin Stun Ray. Uses unlimited. But not the most powerful weapons, Bargwin have modified a normal stun ray to run at such efficiency that it can tap into the power supply of the droid mounting it, giving it unlimited charges. Bargwin have tweaked and tuned a normal shield disruptor to be able to run off the mounting droid's power supply, giving it unlimited charges. Bargwin Droid Shield, a super efficient version of the normal droid energy shield. The Bargwin version has been modified and customized to be able to run off the power supply of the droid mounting it. Excuse me. While the energy drain on the droid is insignificant, the protection gained is equal, if not superior, to a normal light droid energy shield. Okay. So we can use that to upgrade our droids eventually. I don't know if I want to do that now. I think we can sell a basic combat suit. We can sell the longsword. Okay, that's one of the unique weapons we got. Likewise, let's just sell the basic vibro blade. I think these might be unique. We have a bunch of lightsabers. I don't want to just sell lightsabers on the market, though. I mean, that seems wrong. Let's go to Dantooine. Let's see if that guy will give us anything for color crystals. Yeah, most of this stuff I don't particularly care for. Sell these flash mines that I know I'll never use. Can sell that because I think that's extra. The computer probe we don't need anymore. Oh, advanced stun ray. Okay, we can compare that to the Bargwin one eventually. And I shall be right back. All right, so what I did real quick was I looked at his crystal prices to see what he was going to give us for it. And generally it was, excuse me. Oh, it was generally 149 to 312 credits for color crystals. So let's see what where the fuck? There it is. Let's see what Dantooine gives us. God, I swear they must have, one of the patches I installed must have changed something, because I swear when I played this as a kid, it felt like it must have been like a 50% chance to be intercepted by fighters. And which of course felt closer to probably like an 80 or 90% chance as a kid, you know, but it feels like we've been intercepted, what, once, if that? All right, one of you guys had an offer to buy crystals, right?
이쿠쿠노 노바물리라지군 동히군 전팅 네 보보제 마타 네 분나게 Dolpi kikiwana, Jedi badawana ni dibobo. Tong nabung siya nununya, tong patukasmak talea.
Ka chikun ita donga, iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo po dona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
Achuta, wonga kun bis dolpi kikuyana, tong patugas maktelea.
Like to see what you have for sale.
Jedi badawana ni dibobo. Tong nabung siya nununya, tong patukasmak talea. Mucho siyak pakat. Kiyeno no namapaule rachikun.
All right, so it wasn't him. Was it his brother? Breath mask, medium armor, oral amplifier, infiltrator gloves. Ooh. Computer use +4, security +4, dex +1. These gloves are equipped with an advanced artificial intelligence unit that the wearer can use to tap into nearby computer systems through cables or wireless transmission. The system also stabilizes the wearer's hand for fine detail work. I want one of those now. Yeah, that's not going to get us far. I suppose we'll find more Dark Jedi to kill. Oh, I need 500. Shit. Oh, we can get rid of the bowcaster since we have the unique variants. Honestly, the oral amplifier is pretty useless to us now. Awareness +8, demolitions +4. I only really need one interface visor, I think. Motion detection goggles. Sith mask. Mm-hmm. Let's see. We only need 14 more credits. Oh, I know. I can sell, there we go. Oh, we could buy posit cards from them too, but retinal combat implant. Calrissian's utility belt. Ooh, repair +3. I need that for reasons. CNS strength enhancer. Fuck, what was I gonna buy? Was it the interface visor? Interface band, which is just an inferior version of the visor. Infiltrator gloves, that's what I wanted. Let's get Calrissian's utility belt for now. Galduran Calrissian's name was something of a liability after he became infamous for running an unsanctioned smuggling ring within Hutt space. Eventually cornered, he had to pawn even his personal items to avoid being the last Calrissian. User must have paid points into the demolitions and security skills to gain the respective the user must have paid points into demolitions and security skills to gain the respective benefits from this belt. So we don't need to have paid points for the repair skill, which is important. Ooh, and this is this a headband? What is this? Attached to a belt. Oh, yeah. That'll be great because that'll give us a +1 boost to our damage with our lightsaber, but we can't afford it right now. We'll have to come back here.
Tonghay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang inkotu. Tolba da bunkwalya gando tenago chuchut kachichu ay thahaudunga. Yumalit ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de nebobo. Unkokun biskang bamulara.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Rundi haudunga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Chink palamul tonk king ba na kongkek. Tung ting tachun kun nek mulira best.
Alright, so he's a droidy boy. He doesn't really have anything we'd be interested in. Oil slick is maybe the only thing we don't have. And we have better versions of these. Better versions of everything, really. Okay, so I don't remember who made the offer for the, I don't think it's the generic protocol droid, so I don't remember who made that offer. What do we have now for a belt? Oh, just immunity mind affecting. So we'll put that on. Yeah, we have +3 gauntlets, but we could still give +1 to someone. Oh, retinal combat implant. Nope, that's... Here we go. Look, this gives us +1 dex, which we can't make use of yet. Also gives us a huge boost to awareness. So that puts our dex skill at 21 for a +5 boost. And we have 31 defense. So if we get another implant that...
Akupa chekopa. Gino mulera kengpaija kislimupo duama.
I just came to tell you that I've killed a Terran-tatic.
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukun ne mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo po dona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
Mucho shak pakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun.
Okay, so he told us about the Great Hunt and the Terran-tatic a long, long time ago. So I guess you can tell him you killed one and get a good job from him, but too bad he doesn't give us money.
Jeda badawana ni dibobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukashmak talea.
And also with you. Kind of curious, because I don't think I ever really traveled back here as a kid, so I'm just kind of curious if the Jedi Masters have any dialogue or... Hey, Balea.
You have done a great thing. One of our own had strayed, but you have returned Juhani to the Order. For this, you deserve the highest praise.
Oh, well, thank you. It was nothing, really. Bastila, what robes do you have? You have the Jedi Knight robe. Okay.
Yes?
I just wanted to make sure she didn't have, like, the apprentice robe.
Hello there, It's you. I remember you. You're the one that gave me the credits to leave Tatooine. I could never forget your face. Thank you so much for what you did. Here on Dantooine, we've got a chance.
Sharina, wasn't it? What will you do here?
Well, I may be able to get hired as a servant for one of the influential families here. I haven't yet, but I'm sure I will. At least there's hope here. Tatooine was just dying, all of it.
Where are your children?
I found a small apartment for now. They're resting now. They're still getting used to their new surroundings. Once I'm working, I'll see about getting them into school. There are opportunities here they would have never had on Tatooine.
I'm glad I could help.
Thank you. I won't trouble you anymore, but thank you.
It is nice to see the good we've been doing along the way acknowledged in some way. Yo, what up, Council? It's your boy here, Dax Star.
I must congratulate you on your actions. You have saved Juhani and brought her back into the Order, and have given us all great hope for your future success. May the Force be with you as you continue your training.
Okay.
May the Force be with you in your quest.
You guys don't want to know how it's going?
You must not fail in your mission. Find the star maps that lead to the Star Forge. This is the only way to stop Malak and his Sith followers. You and Bastila are the galaxy's last desperate hope.
But beware that dark side. Bastila will guide you, but she herself is young and new to the ways of the Jedi. You must help her as much as she helps you.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Praying? That doesn't sound very Jedi-like. I mean, the Force doesn't accept prayers, does it?
Greetings, young Padawan. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it, or so they say. As chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I find your quest for knowledge admirable, but I do not want to overwhelm you with the long history of the Jedi Order. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith.
I'll be going now. Oh, wait, where are the Academy's archives?
This facility is a training academy. The archives here are restricted to those who have attained the rank of Master. We must protect overeager Padawans from being exposed to dangerous knowledge. The pursuit of knowledge is a noble goal, but there are some things that require the wisdom of a master to truly understand. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith.
Okay, so you're just censoring knowledge. Got it. I'll be going now.
May the Force be with you.
And also with you, jackasses. Alright. So, they do not give two shits about what we are doing. And I suppose I do have a workbench here so I can look at my lightsaber. Okay, we have the sigil crystal right now, which gives +1 attack bonus and a 1d6 energy bonus. The Firkin crystal gives me a +2 attack bonus, but it only applies the 2d6 energy to droids. Or it applies an extra 1d6 of energy, but both d6s only apply to droids. So I'm losing a 1d6 of energy, but I'm becoming more likely to hit my target, so I think I'll take that. Damning Crystal gives a +3 attack bonus. Rubat, that's a pretty basic one. There. That'll make Bastila more likely to hit. Rough Cut Upari Amulet. What does Keen do? Gives the +1 attack bonus and then it's Keen, but it never really explains that. Where's Did I not customize her lightsaber? Oops. Or is it just not equipped because she's not in the party? Oh well. So it seems, unfortunately, there's not much for us here, so I think we'll head back to the landing pad and head to Manan, but that will be for another day. So with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.